Greetings, nerds. Jules Nerdy here, so hi, and welcome to the first part of drawing the next YouTuber after Bad Bunny, but Bad Bunny is more of a musician than a YouTuber. He does have a YouTube channel. I had explained that stuff a few times when we were drawing him. Now, it is Black History Month, and throughout the month of February, we celebrate the struggles and the black excellence, the accomplishments and achievements involving famous black people like Barack Obama, Michael Jordan, Maya Angelou, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and so on and so forth, even Oprah, Michelle Obama, just so many big names, and I want to find a way to celebrate it differently. So last year, Julian celebrated Black History Month by drawing some blackest U.S. cities like Detroit, Michigan, Memphis, Tennessee, but this year I'm celebrating my way, and that is drawing a black YouTuber. And nerds, I got on an I Am Black History shirt. Too bad I accidentally bleached a little bit of it when I recently cleaned some dishes. Just some small bleach stains. I mean, look at this shirt. We got Africa that's overlapping the phrase here, I Am Black History, and these are the colors of the Black History Month. So I gotta put so much respect and pride to my race. I also gotta support my race. I gotta really show that I do support Black History Month and the black community. Hey, I currently live in a black community. I'm creating my own version of black excellence by drawing somebody that created his black excellence. Now, the next YouTuber we're about to draw is a guy that's really into technology. He is also an athlete, a frisbee athlete. I'm gonna talk about this YouTuber, the black YouTuber, since we're celebrating Black History Month. His name is MKBHD, otherwise known as Marcus Brownlee, which is his real name. And this guy seems really cool. I don't remember the first time I started supporting him across his socials. He is known for going through the electronic devices. He would share his opinions, his thoughts, and all that stuff on these electronic devices like iPhones, maybe like Samsung phones, and etc. I do love the way he talks. He reminds me of me because he uses that standard English. I have a lot of interesting things to say about this guy, and I am excited to draw him. But we're not gonna draw him in a somewhat of a repetitive way. We're definitely gonna use color pencils, oil pastels, you nerds really name it, a bunch of some good art materials. We're gonna use the colors red, yellow, green, and black to draw Marcus, since those are the colors. Again, like what I said before when I showed you nerds the shirt that I'm wearing that I recently ordered from Amazon, those are the colors of the Black History Month period. Yeah, I don't know how the drawing is going to really turn out. We're going to take our time just like the previous artworks of these YouTube stars. And I'm kind of nervous because I want to create a lot more colorful artwork of these YouTubers in a way to step up to the challenge and maybe fit in. And I'm tired of sticking with white backgrounds every time we draw these YouTube stars. I need to add more color, more energy, more enthusiasm, and so on and so forth. But let's just start drawing. Well, before we could start drawing, I already started the drawing in pencil, so here's a picture that I'm showing you nerds right now, where I'm pointing at. I don't even know if I'm pointing at a good spot here. I'm moving my finger up and down. But let's just go ahead and start drawing. Without any further ado, let's get through the first part of drawing Marcus Brownlee. Quite frankly, nerds, I don't remember when it was the first time I started becoming familiar with Marcus Brownlee and started following him. I've been following him for quite some time now on his socials like YouTube and Instagram. I think I first heard about him for 4 to 5 years now. like towards the end of the 2010s, I would say. I can't really remember because I got so many YouTubers I truly admire. It's really hard for me to keep up watching their videos and checking out their pictures and all that stuff. I wish these social media sites like YouTube and Instagram could really help us find out when it was the first time we started following this internet star or that internet star, but it sucks that these social media sites don't have any of that. Yeah, I don't think there's a single setting from any social media site that doesn't have that. It really sucks. I'm sure there's a couple social media sites, but yeah, I just use social media to share what I do and to check out what others have shared and to check out what nerds have to say and all that stuff. So yeah, I know Marcus plays Frisbee. I don't know if he still does, but I know he talks about electronic devices, share his opinions. I have said that during the intro. I don't even watch this guy that often, maybe like every once in a while. I would check out his YouTube shorts and his small videos on Instagram. I don't even check out any of his tweets on Twitter, but it's currently called X. It's also really rare for a technology YouTuber to be black. I'm not saying it in a spiteful way. I don't know how I can't really express it. Like, most of the technology YouTubers are white, like TechRax, who is from Ukraine, but currently resides in America. That makes him a Ukrainian-American technology YouTuber. I do watch TechRax a lot. He's known for destroying electronic devices for fun. You know, he gets real violent in front of iPhones and Samsung and Galaxy phones, and you nerds really name it. This may be a nonsensical comparison between TechRax and Marcus Brownlee here. We got one technology YouTuber that is into the violence. We got the other technology YouTuber that is more of a pacifist technology YouTuber that creates peace in front of electronic devices. It's like the angel and devil effect. I know I have mentioned Marcus playing Frisbee, him being a Frisbee athlete. I don't know if it's full-time or part-time. And I heard he really knows how to balance his career, like pursuing what he does for a living and having any source of wealth, like from making YouTube videos and going through the electronic devices and playing Frisbee for fun. That should be me, honestly. I need to balance my life. But for real, I do respect that, what Mr. Brownlee is doing. I don't know if he still plays Frisbee because I think he does more of the technology stuff than Frisbee, or maybe it's equal. Maybe it's nearly a 50-50 thing, like 50% Frisbee and 50% technology. And speaking of Frisbee, I have played Frisbee back at the schools I used to attend. I was one of the most unathletic students at my schools. I'm still atrocious at sports like basketball, tennis, hockey, football, volleyball. Yeah, those times were really rough, and I wasn't really the best at understanding the rules of these sports when I was attending schools. I don't even know how athletic Mr. Brownlee is at Frisbee, because the fact is, I don't even watch him play Frisbee. Sports is definitely one of my weaknesses, and speaking of sports, the Super Bowl is coming very soon, so I hope you nerds enjoy it. I'm not gonna watch it because, I don't know, I don't like football. I don't mean to offend any of the American football fans. I'm sorry. So another thing I would like to mention about Marcus Brownlee is the way he talks in his technology videos and anything outside of that, but primarily the technology videos he upload into his YouTube channel and other social media sites that he is currently using. And it's really rare for Black Americans or African Americans to talk the way they don't really talk. That is the standard English. Let's say, for instance, here's an example of standard English. We were going to the store. Most African Americans wouldn't talk like that. They would use non-standard English. And there's this type of English language called African American English or Black English or African American Vernacular English, where they use improper grammar. So the majority of Black Americans would talk like this: we was going to the store, or we finna go to the store. You nerds really get what I'm trying to say. Here's another example of African American English. She my mama. But the standard English is this version: she's my mom, or she's my mother. Typically, I would use standard English in front of other family members, and there's a couple family members that actually love the way I talk, because I do use proper English. That's that's the so-called proper English, but it's actually called standard English. I do use African American English just to blend in or like fit in with my family members, because most of my family members talk like that. Hey, I really don't have a problem with African American English and standard English. I mean, every language has a style that will never go away. Okay, nerds, here's the current progress of the artwork of Marcus Brownlee. I gotta say, I am loving this artwork so far. I didn't really anticipate doing so well doing another artwork of a YouTube star, but this time a guy that's heavily obsessed with electronic devices in general, technology. Yeah, I just can't wait to work on the rest of his face and the rest of his neck here, and the other side of his shirt is going to be really, really easy. The background is going to be green, because I kind of want to do like a crisscross move, where this side of the background color is just like the red. We got the red gradient color, like the different shades of the color red, but the other side is going to be the gradient colors of green. This side of his face, like the shades of green, and the other side is going to be the shades of red. I felt like doing this concept of working on an artwork for these different days is really clever. Doing multiple parts, like up to 6 parts or whatever, I mean, come on, I feel like that just really gets boring. Why not just record and work on an artwork for a few hours for the different days, and then turn those into time lapses, the video files into time lapse videos. I can't even speak English for some reason. I think I'm having a stroke. Oh no, I need to see a doctor. I'm joking. I'm kind of like changing the way I make these art videos of us drawing these YouTubers for fun. I hope you nerds are really enjoying it. I know I am. I know I'm trying to be more clever on what I do, doing a recording and drawing at once, then speeding the video files up, then move on for the next day and repeat that until I get to the point where I use the sped up video files, merge them into one big video for YouTube, and outside of that, we're gonna get to adding the details for his hair. I don't know if I'm gonna use a pair of scissors. I don't know if I'm gonna use any like white or gray oil pastels, but I'm still really into the combination of color pencils and oil pastels, using those art materials to produce these drawings. So that is going to be the end of this part, the end of the first part of us drawing Marcus Brownlee. Stay tuned for more content, nerds, and I hope this art video was quite enjoyable to watch. Also, nerds, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.